one of the key pieces of the pie with a brand is telling your brand message through stories.
We're all attracted to stories, right? We all are happy to sit on the couch and watch Netflix because there's a great story in front of us. And that doesn't change when it comes to your company or your own personal brand, right? People want to know who they are dealing with. They're curious to find out more about who you are and what you do. And one of the best ways to be able to do that is through storytelling. And we worked with plenty of clients that have utilized storytelling very effectively in their businesses and in their brands to get people to understand what they do and why they do it, right? So a good example of that for us is Steve Rice at Lawn Kings. When he created his business, I think he created a business that was not necessarily difficult for people to understand, but they just didn't understand the process of it, right? They create artificial grass landscaping for your home, and that's not difficult to understand, but they didn't understand how it would work. How do they go from whatever they have now, a dirt lot or real grass or whatever it may be, to that synthetic lawn that looks amazing and beautiful? And so we created some video content for him that kind of talked through that entire process to show people what they can expect when they get to their house.
Yeah.
And so it was super important and super valuable for him. We created this content for him maybe 7 years ago, and it's still useful today to him because that process hasn't really changed. So now when he has clients that are looking to understand the process better, rather than him having to explain it over and over again, he has that piece of video content that he can show them and go, this is exactly what's going to happen when we show up to your house. And I think that's really valuable as a company, as a brand, to be able to show somebody rather than just kind of go, yeah, it'll be fine, don't worry, we'll show up and make it look beautiful.
And people got to know him and got to see what a great guy he is and, you know, what his product does and, you know, how high level his product is compared to everybody else through story.
Yeah, and I think that's an important part. It was actually him doing the video, right? So I think a lot of times people, I don't want to say take the easy route, but it is a little bit of the easier route where they do kind of the explainer video where it looks like maybe a cartoon or whatever. And people don't really get to understand you or the process when you do things like that. They want to actually see the person that's going to show up to their house and manage that project for them, right? They want to understand that there's a real human behind this. It's not just anybody could show up and work on my house. It's this guy and his team is going to be there to make sure that the process is done right.